And the seventh and final point, right, is upset everyone. And I'm joking a little, but the most important point, if you look at a lot of these people as we're going through them, they all have a character about them, right? I talked a lot about this here in number 2, the character and identity. Okay. So I don't really mean upset everyone. I just mean upset a few people. Okay. Because what I've learned, right, is over time is if you're not being controversial, if you're not speaking your true authentic self, right? If you're not telling people your opinion and you're not standing for anything, then sadly you stand for nothing. And when you're not able to polarize and stand out and grab attention, right? What happens is you blend into the middle, right? This kind of gray area. And it's very, very, very hard to promote your brand and to get the attention your brand deserves if you don't have some viral aspect around it. Okay. So I want to encourage you guys, it's okay to have haters. It's okay to be your authentic self, right? It's okay to tell your story. Okay. It's okay to stand for something. And actually, if you reverse engineer a lot of the biggest influencers and brands in the world, you'll start to notice they all have somewhat of what you would call a polarizing personality. They all have a version of an extreme. And sadly, this is a talk I give differently around mindset. But sadly, through society, we are brought up as, children and then teenagers. And our creativeness and our uniqueness is always compressed because you never want to be different. You're always told to blend in, right? You're always told to not dress differently and to look the same and blah, 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 right? So we grow up as children being compressed and pushed into a box to blend in like everyone else. But pretty much every big influencer and celebrity are unique. They're interesting. I work with a lot of wrestlers, and one of the fascinating things about the WWE is they all have these outrageous, ridiculous personas, right? If you look at them, if you ever watch wrestling, they all have these crazy personas. So don't be worried if you upset a few people, okay? And as you get more and more successful and popular, right? Like I joke now that I wake up and before breakfast, I've already got 5 people hating on me. That's a great thing because you're impacting thousands of people, right? You're getting millions of impressions. Millions of people are seeing your brand, whether you're a personal brand or a product-based brand, millions of people are seeing it. So I really want to encourage you guys to create something unique, right? To speak your true voice, to be passionate, right? And to actually go after a certain group of people and also make sure that in some ways it polarizes another group of people, because generally you'll win and stand out in the online game if you do that. It's very, very hard to stand out. So the more controversial or outrageous or loud or interesting or funny that you can be, generally the better your brand will do, okay? So look, guys, as I said at the start, the world has changed, right? How products and how brands are being built is changing every single day. Celebrities are getting paid more to be a face of a TV ad or a magazine ad for a famous brand than they are to actually shoot a movie, literally, okay? Celebrities are getting paid, athletes are getting paid more than they earn on the court or the pitch to be an ambassador, right? And whenever you're posting on social media, okay, look at how influencers are posting, okay? Influencers, what makes them great when we talk about content creation is they're all very creative, okay? So one of the best things about influencer marketing, for example, which I do a decent amount of, is not only the reach that they give when they post you, but also the way they create the content. So if you're trying to figure out your ads, if you're trying to figure out content creation, I really encourage you to just go reverse engineer some of the top people in your space already or a similar space and look for trends, okay? Because you can try and reinvent the wheel, or you can just copy a similar wheel and take it across to your brand. And of course, I'm not saying you should ever copy someone like for like, but you should be using inspiration from lots of different people, right? Oh, this person did a video with some viral, you know, motivational song behind it. I'm going to do the same for my brand, right? Oh, this person, you know, took a photo and turned it upside down. I'm going to do the same for my brand. Oh, this person, right, did da, 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 da. I'm going to do the same for my brand. So study the influencers and what's working and how they're doing it, and look at their engagement and use it for inspiration, right? And over time, like I said, really focus on this piece, right? I want you guys to focus on over a long term, not a short term. How do I build a stronger tribe? How do I build a stronger community? Because if you can build an emotional connection, right? An emotional connection to your brand, you'll do really, really well. Okay. And Logan Paul's a great example of that, right? Went from a YouTuber now to kind of a very famous, like almost Hollywood figure, right? And you can go and see influencers in all different industries. And whenever they go to a new city or they go to a mall or they're doing a launch, thousands of people show up. Why? Because they are able to build a loyal tribe. The stronger that tribe is, the better your products will do, the more they'll share your content, the more you'll go viral, the more companies will pay and want to partner with you because of the loyalty you've built. Okay. And then remember, like I said, try and be everywhere. Okay. Focus, like I said, on attention. Remember, you don't have a money problem. You have an attention problem. Okay. And when you do all those things and you keep going viral, right? And you figure out, how do I create viral content? How do I go viral? How do I go controversial? How do I push the envelope a little? You'll have a much stronger business. Okay. You have a much stronger business, right? Even this guy here, richest guy on the planet, right? Richest guy on the planet that's a tech geek, figured this out. Okay. He's the richest guy on the planet, right? Or on and off, right? One of the richest. And even he figured out, hey, actually, I'm going to start being controversial on Twitter, right? I'm going to start growing my personal brand. And then he goes, actually, I want to own attention so much. What am I going to do next? What did he do to own attention and control influence? Can anyone tell me? Yeah, he buys an entire social media platform, literally because he valued his ability to control attention and influence so much. That's the reason he did it, right? So think about that. Richest guy on the planet. Okay.